this week, FEMA is opening another mass vaccination site, this one at the old Macy's at Military Circle. Even with the vaccines picking up, though, there are concerns that the reopening of the country is moving too fast.
10 on your side, Stephanie Harris has more from top experts on the virus here in Hampton Roads. On that, Steph.
Well, Anita and Tom, Dr. Edward Oldfield is concerned that instead of, say, dipping our toes to test the waters, too many people are just jumping in with both feet, and we could see another surge.
If you look at videos from Virginia Beach or spring break anywhere, Dr. Edward Oldfield says it's clear young people are not wearing masks or social distancing.
Now I think we're loosening up too quickly, and we're starting to see cases come up.
Case numbers in the Commonwealth now, he says, aren't much better than the peak back in August, despite what he calls Governor Ralph Northam's more moderate approach to loosening restrictions.
I think we have been more responsible than Texas, and I keep watching daily to see whether Texas is going to have a surge.
It's individuals' behaviors that worry him.
The other piece of news that is not good is these variants.
The UK strain is spreading quickly. It's 50% more infectious and carries a 50 to 60% higher risk of dying.
Now, on the other side of the coin is the good news about vaccination, because the more people vaccinated, the less spread there's going to be.
All of the vaccines protect against the variant, and the increase in COVID cases is mostly in younger people who often have no symptoms or milder illness.
That is true that it's not as bad as if this happened last year. Essentially all the nursing home people have been vaccinated. People over 65 have.
The mask mandate remains, he says, to protect those who haven't had the opportunity to get a shot yet, and for the growing number of mostly middle-aged people suffering from long COVID. That is symptoms including coughing and brain fog that can last for months.
Now, there is an exception to the mask rule, he says, and you can hear more about that and vaccine passports that could be your way back into large social gatherings in my full coronavirus digital discussion with Dr. Oldfield right now on WAVY.com. Stephanie Harris, 10 on your side.